Hey everybody. How are you doing? What am I doing? I'm doing this, is what I'm doing. Strange New Worlds time. Last time we did go to a Strange New World with a portal. How did the Orions beam? They beamed the whole... Did I hear that right? They beamed it all up? Just beamed the portal up? Just took it out of the earth? And we returned it. Did we have to return it to the exact same spot? How does it work? How is it powered? What's going on? We just left it there, right? That's still a portal through time, isn't it? To the future. Seems like it's too dangerous to leave in the hands of anybody. Anyway, this time we've got under the Cloak of War, which is indicates perhaps a more serious episode. Last time was kind of a goofy, funny one. This seems like a more serious one. Maybe with the Gorn, maybe with another threat. Maybe it's not involving us. Maybe it's just... Maybe we're the peacekeepers and there's other people at war. But it does seem like a more serious episode than last time. Were there serious elements the last time? Well, we almost broke up Spock and Christine, didn't we? This is the third last episode of season 2. We're going to be finished like that. And then we're going to have to wait until probably early 2025. Which isn't as far away as you might think, even though we're in the heart of summer, you know? Not as far away as you might think. Right. Let's get into this one.
Previously on Strange New Worlds.
Years ago, I was stationed on the moon of Jagal.
If you had served on Jagal, you'd be dead.
The war is over, Joseph.
Yes, but how can it ever be?
Hey, Klingons, maybe. This is cool.
The Enterprise has arrived at the Prospero system for a rendezvous with the Kelsey May in order to pick up a special visitor.
The Kelsey May.
After years of infighting, all 3 planets have finally reached a ceasefire agreement, negotiated by a unique Federation ambassador.
You're not Kyle.
Our orders are to make him feel welcome. However,
What if he's a jerk?
our esteemed guest is a Klingon.
Oh,
Most of my crew didn't fight in the war, but some did.
you?
Ambassador Doc Ross, son of Raul, it is my honor to welcome you aboard the USS Enterprise.
Former Klingon names are a mouthful.
He's chill.
We want to extend every courtesy the ship has to offer. My head of security is ready to escort you to quarters.
If you wouldn't mind, I've heard so many great things about the Federation flagship.
Do you want a tour?
Brief tour of the ship.
Sure.
The summit of Scorpio 10, the Klingon Free Trade Agreement, negotiating the Perez Accords.
Sure, he's done some stuff.
Erica's in the captain's chair. Ortega's finally getting the respect she needs around here. Fire! Fire, Ortega's. Who's flying the ship? Isn't she the only one who can do it? Anyway, this Klingon. What's opposite for that? Let's just talk about it. He seems really chill, right? No red flags so far, which is a red flag in itself. But members of the crew, and in the previously, have stated that, like the doc, maybe tempers will be, maybe it's going to be chilly and also very hot, you know? But he seems fine so far. Very kind of un-Klingon-y, a little bit. You know? Like your cool uncle Klingon. That's what he's like right now. So, we'll see how that progresses. If he changes, if it's just a mask, if he's genuine, if anybody wants conflict with him. Yeah. If he's taking the tour of the ship just to spot their weaknesses, you know? We'll see. Anyway, good job, Ortegas.
It's incredible.
Or it's a long con to gain access to Federation secrets. The slaughter at Lambada 5. The siege at Starbase Zeta Athos.
I didn't mean to hit a nerve.
It's okay. Don't really know what he's about. All I know is the stories, like that he killed his own men to cover his retreat. There's a reason other Klingons call him the Butcher of Jagal.
Captain on the bridge?
And the Klingon. The butcher's here. Did you hear that, dude?
What an amazing view.
Lieutenant Erica Ortegas here is our senior officer at the helm.
I'm sure it's in good hands.
Thank you, sir.
May we continue the tour? I don't want to distract your bridge crew from their duties.
He definitely overheard her, right?
As you were.
Not as you were. Don't quit talking about it.
This one's cold.
We will have ample time to work out the inconsistencies before presenting this to the ambassador.
How about some gawk?
Not as much time as you think.
My science officer has been preparing a small surprise to make you feel more at home.
He's not ready yet. He's not ready.
In anticipation of your visit, we are attempting to produce a popular caffeinated beverage from Kronos.
On a recent mission, Spock was able to parley with a Klingon captain.
Oh yeah.
I must admit, it has ignited a curiosity and a desire to experience more of your culture.
They're a warmongering race, limited by ideology.
He hates Klingons.
No, I apologize. My distaste for the past colors my words. Appreciate this kind gesture, and I would love to try the Rectogino.
Yeah. Too hot?
Perhaps we should let this cool a bit.
We are still working out the coding. This is entirely my fault.
I'm fine. We have a high tolerance for pain.
Still,
Yeah.
if you would indulge me.
He almost let his mask slip. Oh, the doc. He was there. He knows this guy, the butcher. How dare we escort him after what he did?
I'll handle this.
Get the emergency. Psh.
General Doc Rock.
Panic attack. Well, we've got our episode. I'm sort of with Ortegas on this. It's an un-Klingon-y, and he's acting un-Klingon-y. And he's speaking about the Klingons in an un-Klingon way.
It's 5-year mission.
The only Klingon thing he did was when he touched that hot beverage. And he
Seek out new life
kind of had a reaction,
and new
an emotional...
civilizations.
He kept himself in check pretty quickly then.
Boldly go.
But maybe it's just an episode about the doc. Come to terms with the past. Learning to shake hands with this Klingon. I wouldn't go to warp in between those 2 planets. 3 planets. Is that you, Ortegas? That's risky. Moon of Jigal. Oh, look at all those planets.
Where are the landing pads?
It's too hairy down there, so we drop you in transit.
Drop.
Good luck down there.
She just jumping out. Oh, she's beaming out.
Christine Chapel, welcome to Jigal.
Oh, I know him.
Commander Martinez, thank you.
Everyone calls me Buck.
Isn't he? From... It's coming to me. You wait there now. While I'm pointing at you. The Corbomite maneuver? The little kid in the Corbomite maneuver? This guy? He's pretending to be that cool alien head that we kept seeing. This is neat. I'm gonna have to look this up immediately. Yeah, Clint Howard. Brother of Ron Howard. Ah, this is cool. I'm glad I recognized him. If I didn't recognize him, I could take my Star Trek card and tear it up. Nobody gave me a card. I want a card. How many people watching this episode will recognize him immediately? That's my question. Anyway, this is multiple years ago during the Klingon War, one of the conflicts. Yeah. And maybe that dude will be there in the past doing evil shit. Like Kodos the executioner.
Okay.
Whatever you need, we probably don't have it, but ask anyway.
Okay.
Sounds good.
You could also ask Joseph.
Joseph.
Where's the head nurse? I should report in.
You haven't heard? Congratulations, Head Nurse Chapel.
Oh, it's you.
Did we just take fire?
You get used to it.
You get used to it.
Incoming transport. Incoming.
Bills and bows, people! Bills and bows, let's go!
I wouldn't want to be here.
Let's go!
Burns. No problem. This way.
Get him to surgery.
Look out for these two. Doctor! I need a doctor! He needs immediate attention.
Massive damage to every major organ.
Let's prep him.
No regenerator.
When the convoy gets here, the starship will have a surgery bay. Just hang tight on the rod, okay? We need to do something.
Load this pattern into the buffer.
Oh, like he does with his daughter.
We can recall the backlog later.
Yeah, but what if there's like a strike? I guess he's gonna die anyway if we don't do it.
Incoming transport.
We got a lot of wounded.
Biobed 2 has shut down again. Ever since the Gorn attack at Finibus 3, it hasn't been the same.
Dr. Mbenga.
Hey, Kim.
Chris.
Wanted to check in with you.
Because of our Klingon visitor?
I know you and Chapel were both stationed on Chagall, where Rob earned his reputation. We have to make him feel welcome here, and we will, but I don't want that to come at the personal expense of anyone on the crew.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
You two included.
All good here too, Captain. Ultimate goal of the Federation is to make peace with our enemies.
Yeah, we won't punch him or anything.
I'm hosting a dinner tonight in honor of Ambassador Ra. It would mean a lot.
I'll be there.
Come on, you can't.
Totally.
Why?
Me too.
I appreciate you both being there.
They have to go to that dinner.
See you tonight.
You know somebody's gonna say something, Captain.
Great. We can still ditch this.
No. I don't want to give Ron the satisfaction of chasing me away from the captain's table.
Joseph?
Joseph. We got this.
Yeah, we got this.
We got this. He's in cardiac arrest. We're losing him.
Manual stimulation. Grab his heart and start pumping.
Okay.
We got this. We got this.
He's back!
Demo team now!
Incoming transport.
I'm looking forward to the dinner. She's pacing.
Everything all right?
No. The Butcher of Jagall is in there and everyone's acting like he's the frickin' Dalai Lama. I need to bail.
Why didn't you just tell the captain no?
Why didn't you?
Let's pretend the war doesn't bother us. At least for tonight.
There were 8 delegates from 3 separate planets, and everyone thought I was crazy.
Oh, he's doing the talking.
You met our helmsman earlier, and this is our CMO, Dr. Mbenga.
They both hate you for different reasons.
I hope you're enjoying our ship.
Christine.
What?
You are under duress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a state of mind.
He is actually the bird.
I'm available to you if you ever feel the need to share.
Yeah, I don't. So let's just change the subject, yeah?
Agree to an armistice. It was like getting a Tellurite to give a compliment.
I hear they do good poetry, dude.
My father taught me war and bloodshed.
Could we stand further away? Just hide behind the fire.
Better make that too.
Mine's a double.
Even better. Why is it so hard to explain to people who weren't there?
Here we go, back again. The horrors of war.
How's your chest feeling? Like someone squeezed my heart with their fingers.
They did?
Someone did. Where are you from, Ensign?
New Angeles.
New Angeles.
We all just call it the moon.
I have to go check another patient. When I come back, I want to hear more about them.
Yeah, don't die, dude. We put a lot of work into... Hello, dude. What are you up to, dude?
The answer is no.
General Doc Ra, son of Rahul. Need help taking him out. Intel says he's head of the house here on Jagall, running the entire operation for the Klingons. He's ordering his men to kill on sight anyone that isn't a Klingon soldier. What are you doing hiding behind the wire? Everyone knows the stories. Most hand-to-hand kills confirmed.
I'm just a doctor
They
now.
all know.
And I need quick and silent. I need you.
An
I'll
assassin.
give you my answer.
Wow. Hey, look, if the doc can change for the better, maybe this Klingon can too.
Jagall changed me.
Jagall changed a lot of us.
Here we go. They were there, dude.
You were on Jagall,
I was.
and you both know my pain all too well. Those were difficult times.
Is it true? The story about what you had to do to escape?
We were all pushed to our limits. Now I am simply hoping to make up for my past and connecting with others who need healing like you.
He's a changed guy, maybe. Maybe. She's out of there.
See if she needs anything.
Hey, Doc, do you want to go and see if Christine needs anything?
Sincere apologies, Ambassador Ron.
None needed, Captain. She will find her own way to peace. I love.
Doctor, maybe you should check on Erica as well.
Yep.
Hi, Captain.
Before you break the chair. Uh-oh.
Your security officer. She tells me that the two of you are practicing full impact Mokbara.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
And I was wondering if we might arrange a session.
I want to see it.
I'll check my schedule.
Thank you.
The Doc's gonna get all juiced up before it. Hand to hand. This is a cool battleground, by the way. It's very futuristic. Hey, dude, what are you doing up? You're supposed to be lying down, resting.
You should be in bed.
Yeah.
All of us have to remember what we love most about back home. We fight for them. We fight hoping it doesn't change us.
I just wish we could stop this without all this dying.
We have to fight so the people we love can have a chance to live in peace. Why are we being briefed?
Trask's team is going dark to find the local generals while ground units mount a huge offensive near Colony Athos to provide cover.
Athos. That's what the guy was talking about.
All they need is meat for the grinder.
Our platoon is leading the charge.
Fighting is one thing.
You talked him into it.
But
This is the mission, remember?
He's so dead.
Of course you know. Thanks for the patch-up job.
Stay low. Fight hard.
He's so dead.
This is what I do.
It's gonna hurt the Doc a lot.
I want to apologize for my part in last night's dinner.
You don't need to apologize.
You didn't do anything, Spock.
None of this is about you. Our closeness makes you feel responsible.
Yeah.
You're not. Jagal is what it is. War, it makes sense if you've been there, but it will never make sense. Like I've been trying to tell you, I just need some personal time.
I understand. You require personal time away from me.
Oh, Spock. No. It'll be fine. She just has to finish her flashback.
We got a lot of people in the field who can't make it out.
All we need is one transporter, right?
I'm trying to get one online now. Purge the backlogs, but it should work.
Oh, isn't there a guy in
Do it.
Isn't there a guy in there?
No, the transport buffer. Alvarado's in there. He'll die.
He was gonna die anyway.
Pattern deleted. Transport initiated.
No.
Hard choice.
What did you do?
Hard choices, Christine.
We saved lives.
No hesitation from the Doc. Yep, we
I
going?
must admit,
We're going.
I thought you might decline my invitation.
Are you sure you're up for full impact?
I'm more virile than I appear.
Oop. But how about your fighting, dude? He's pretty strong.
You do not believe that I am deformed.
Yeah.
No.
You don't put something like Jagal behind you, but you learn from it. I have a proposal. If the two of us, direct enemies on the battlefield, can find a way to work together, that would be a powerful message.
I don't know about that.
You want to be my friend?
We don't need to be friends, just allies.
Doc has a lot of stuff to work out first. Ouch.
You and I together can advance Klingon Federation relations by leaps and bounds.
Did you really kill your own men?
Yeah, what's the story there?
We were under attack. The leaders under my command decided that all tactical options were viable. And yes, killed my own men because I was appalled by those atrocities.
Impressive. Who fought the hardest?
Let's see it from his perspective.
Kif. He almost ended me. But witnessing so many nameless victims, I had to fight on.
The nameless? You did it for them?
I stood up for what is right. And for that, my Klingon brethren called me the Butcher of Jagal.
No. The Doc's getting the upper hand. He got into his head.
This has been invigorating. I look forward to our next session.
No, keep going, dude. You're making progress. Keep going. There is no next time. There is no tomorrow, dude. Whew. Whew. I knew that guy was gonna die. Now the Doc, he's gonna finish it. In the past, close the paradox, change the course of history, save Hammer, save that kid. In Lift Us Where Suffering Cannot Reach. And we have a list, don't we, of things we have to change? You can do it, Doc. Back in the past. I have faith in you. The power of flashback, temporal causality changing. Yeah. And nobody from Lower Decks can come back and change things or affect us now. This episode is a heavy one. It's all about war, what people go through, and how hard it can be to communicate that experience to people who haven't. Let's continue, see what happens. He's reading his file. What he did in the war.
A course through the Chantico Nebula gets us to Starbase 12 by tomorrow. We need to get Rob
As
off this
quick
ship.
as possible.
How can we represent a federation that believes in peace if we say some people aren't allowed to make up for their past?
It's too soon, Pike.
It isn't fair for us to ask them to just let it go. Everyone is on their own journey.
Right, change course. We'll cut through Chantico Nebula and arrive early.
Aye, Captain.
I like that. He's got the special serum. We set this up in the first episode of this season. Interesting to see it again.
Going out there.
Someone has to finish the mission.
We are all leaving. The convoy's warping in.
I told myself I don't want to go home different. And I see now that's impossible.
Save as many as you can. And when you find whoever's in charge, you make them pay.
Yeah, Doc.
I've just been informed that my time on the ship is being cut short.
Yeah, hey buddy. Do you want to fight again?
I'm okay with that. Now, please go away.
I thought that as victims of the horrors of Jagal.
Stop!
Ooh.
You want me to make you feel okay? To say you've done enough?
You're letting your pain cloud your judgment.
Please, leave me alone.
Don't push him.
Don't let hate ruin your soul.
You gave the order!
But I've been doing the best I can to make up for my transgressions.
Kif didn't fight the hardest. It was Captain Release.
Oh.
He held me back while you made your escape.
Oh, wow. It was the Doc all along. He took them all out. That's cool. That's a cool little twist.
Turned me into a monster. I am the Butcher of Jagal.
All of this time you've said nothing. You let me take credit.
Because unlike you, I am ashamed of that night.
I am ashamed of my cowardice.
Now here you are, using the blood on my hands to make yourself a saint.
Look at the work that I've done. People need saints. They need belief.
Yeah, they don't want
if
the
people
truth.
knew the truth, my work would be undone.
You never paid for what you did.
Doc.
I have a purpose now.
Why did you have to come?
Doc.
Why couldn't you leave me alone?
Doc.
Michael, I'm here to provide healing. Let me have a chance to help you heal.
He's gonna get you.
I said no.
Sit! Get your hands off! So selfish, so human! Don't!
Oh. Dead, just like that. You finally completed the mission, Doc.
I was there.
Self-defense.
Saw the whole thing.
I can't believe he would do something
Yeah,
like
you
that.
attacked the Doc.
Commander Kif, Klingon deceased. Ambassador Dakra, Klingon deceased.
The knife belongs to the Butcher of Jagal.
Yeah.
And I checked the logs, tracked movements.
Good thing there's no cameras. We have to fight another day, Doc.
Yeah, I'd like to think if he did instigate the fight, if it got away from you somehow, you could talk to me. I would work it out.
I didn't start the fight, Chris. What if I told you he murdered children? What if I started the fight then? Would that be so bad?
Even if he had secrets, there's due process. The Federation believes everyone deserves a second chance.
What about justice? What about the victims?
So who decides? Who pays and who gets redemption?
You're right, Chris. We've known each other for a very long time. But you haven't lived my life.
Yeah.
I happen to know there's some things in this world that don't deserve forgiveness.
What are you saying?
I told you I didn't start the fight.
He ended it.
But I'm glad he's dead.
Whoa, this is such an interesting way to go.
Biobit 2 is working again.
Oh, great.
At least for now.
At least for now, Doc.
But I know it's only a matter of time before it shuts down again. Some things break in a way that can never be repaired. Only managed.
There's a darkness to this episode and to the resolution of this episode that I really like. There's a darkness to the Doc's character that I really like. I mentioned Lift Us Where Suffering Cannot Reach. And that had a dark ending too. And that's one of the reasons why I like this series as a whole. Because you're never quite sure whether you're going to get a goofy episode, a happy episode, a moral tale, or something dark to think about. And this was the latter. Of all those options, I don't know. Pike in this episode was such a Boy Scout, you know? There was a certain, not naivety, but he was very diplomatic, very friendly, very accommodating. He was at his most, Starfleet is the shining example of peace and harmony, and you know, if we can't work together, if enemies can't become friends, then what do we stand for? That was his character. Although he did understand where everybody was coming from, he did agree to change course to get that guy to the starbase as quickly as possible. You know, we're going straight through the nebula, and if we have to kill 1 billion nebula aliens on the way, that's what we've got to do. Uhura, stop listening. And also, at the dinner, look, the people who we knew were directly impacted by this Klingon should not have been coerced into going to the captain's dinner. He could have invited Kyle. He could have invited a bunch of people that he invited previously. You know, this Klingon doesn't know who's who, you know? You get everybody else in there. You don't have to have the Doc specifically. And Christine and Ortegas is a bit, she's kind of wild when it comes to, it's interesting that they're building her character that way. She always seems to be remember in the final episode of season 1 when she was giving the lines that that guy had in Balance of Terror in the original. Remember, she was given his direct lines. She was very angry, and I was wondering, hey, what's going on with Ortegas? Why is she so angry? But then I told everybody to disregard that because she was just playing somebody else's part. But they seem to have continued with that, you know? She is more prone to being a bit fiery. So maybe they're going to continue that character trait with her. And I don't know what's going on in her past either. I think there's stuff there that we just haven't explored. We really haven't explored her at all. So I'll be interested to find out more about her, as I've been saying since the show began. But anyway, that continued in this episode with her. That Klingon guy, let me just look up his name, because they said it about 50 times and I didn't catch it. Dakra. The interesting thing about him is that he wasn't pretending. He was lying, but he wasn't pretending to make amends for what he's done. All his vibe and all he was trying to do and all the progress he was making was genuine. It was built off a fundamental lie that he had killed all his fellow Klingons, at the end of that little war, that battle, because he was ashamed of all the things that they'd done and he was doing it for, the peace of all mankind. Whilst in truth, the doc was coming for him and for everybody. He was going to finish the job. He was going to take the potion and take them all out. And whilst Dakra made his getaway, all his fellow generals fell one by one to the dock. And I like that. That was a very effective little twist on the tale. Because we'd seen that flashback, and we'd seen the fight in just little glimpses, Tellingly, we didn't see the faces of who were fighting. So yeah, I really liked that moment when the doc is like, "I'm the Butcher of Jagal." And I thought maybe the episode was going to be about the horrors of war, the things people go through, the things they hold on to. But maybe we can come around. Maybe we can shake hands with our enemies. Maybe we can move forward. But I actually like that we didn't. That the doc didn't. That Christine covered for him. The doc was holding it in all episode. He told the guy to get out of there, and the guy was like, "No, I need you. If only you and me can work together. They respect you." The doc's like, "Take your hand off me," And he uses the same weapon that he killed all the rest of them with to get him. And of course, because the DNA of all the other Klingons is on the weapon, it's easy to match it up and say, "Hey, look, he must have been his weapon because he's the one who killed all those Klingons." So it's all, the doc was fully justified, and God damn it, thank God there's no cameras in medbay, in sickbay, or anywhere else on the ship. Because if there's any cameras, then we can't have mystery stuff going on in episodes. They're all about privacy in the future, which I respect. Sure, it makes it easier to get away with crimes, but at least nobody's overhearing you talking on the pooper, Christine's also went through the same thing. She had someone to Spock really wanted to help her through it, but he couldn't. But I think just being there is good enough. I don't think their relationship got fractured because of this episode at all. She just had stuff that she needed to work through herself. And Yeah, they weren't even at the heat of the battle, you know. They were basically there to get all the people beaming back from the war zone to help them, you know. They were witnessing all the death. They were failing to save so many people, or they were saving them and then they would go back out and come back in dead, you know. So they had their own horrors to deal with. They probably saw more death than anybody, and that stuck with them. And now I like that reference to that place in episode 1 of this season, to Jikal, because it puts a lot of the emotion in that episode into perspective. You know? Because in that episode it was just something that the doc had, you know, gone through when he was talking to that Klingon. But we had no we didn't know what he was talking about, you know, just some more thing. But I like that we got to see it. And we got to see that meeting for the first time. But yeah, a very heavy episode with no funny moments whatsoever. And a dark ending. Even the doc's voiceover. You know, that about the bed that he'd fixed. That it's fixed for now. And I think there's something always going to be under the surface with the doc. And I'm glad that everybody's not just goody two-shoes, you know? And in a way, you know, he was... You could say it's dark or you could say it's justice, you know? You can read it both ways. That Klingon was directly responsible for the deaths of countless people. Children. Pets. You know? And in that way, it reminds me of the original series, with Codus the Executioner. Similar sort of vibe to that one. So yeah, I don't know. This is one of those episodes where you could have somebody could make a video essay about it. I think it was very well acted. And it was. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. I'm usually good at goofing about and making jokes, but this is not the episode for that. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe I need to rewatch it. Maybe I just missed all the laughs. The next episode is called Subspace Rhapsody, and unfortunately, something about this season has been spoiled on me. So, I'm not going to spoil it on you, but if you don't know what's coming next, but I believe that this next episode is the thing that was spoiled on me. So, I'll let you know as early into the episode as it is. And, you know, you can't help. Sometimes you can't help being spoiled when you're doing this. You get so many comments, you know? Right, so come back for a Subspace Rhapsody next time. With Freddie Mercury. And he's back. He's in subspace. And we'll have... It'll be a tonally different episode to this one, for sure. I'll see you next time.